Hello, hello.
Oh my gosh. So I just ran up and down the stairs because I saw Becky's hat that says nope on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a sweatshirt that says nope on it. And I forgot a couple weeks ago when my sister was here, I let her wear it home. And I have a story behind my nope that I think would be perfect for today. But before we get started with all of that, one, I want to welcome Becky Bunnell and myself, Amy Masters. You guys know that this group has really become a tribe and an inspiration group. And Becky and I were talking, and we're like, you know what? Why don't we all have time right now, right? Let's do a live
Yeah,
Q&A where we just do what we normally do. We're just going to do it today. So this is not out of the norm that we just have more time. So anyways, Becky's actually camping right now.
camping. So I'm in the raw, unshowered, no makeup, hat on. I just barely ran in there and combed some snarls out of my hair. As I was going on live, my daughter just got stung by a yellow jacket.
Oh no.
So I was like, okay, honey, you got this because I'm going live right now. I did get the pot roast with all the potatoes and carrots and all that in the hole in the ground with the briquettes burning. So all of that's good. So guys, you just get to see me raw. I'm here camping and I'm loving it. So hey,
And you know what? You're absolutely stunning. I know you went live yesterday and your hair was all pulled up. You were sitting in your husband's truck and you're like, this is the real self. And or actually that's in my notes of what I wanted to bring up today is being that authentically you part. But I want to talk about the nope for just a second while people are signing on and hello. So I have a turquoise sweatshirt that says nope on it. And it was my daughter's. It was re-gifted over to me, or maybe I stole it out of a pile she was going to donate. Maybe it was more like that. But, anyways, on days that I just did not feel good, I couldn't really explain it. I would put it on. And instead of me having to tell my family and lie to my family, like, yep, I'm good today, I'm good today, I would put it on. And it was an automatic thing that they just knew that not that I need to be left alone. They just knew that I just didn't feel good. And that's very rare that that happens. I push through all the time, but it was my way of not lying to them, going, I'm good. And I visibly did not look good. And my husband realized that when I put on the nope shirt, that was my sign that he knew that I really wasn't feeling all that good. And the little things that we do for each other. And so my nope shirt has become a staple in our family. I think everybody should have a nope shirt or a nope hat.
right, exactly. Yep. And it's kind of like I'm on vacation mode. So nope, nope, don't ask me to do anything. It's my attitude hat today because I'm like, you know what? It's just nope. No, I'm
Oh my
not
God.
doing that. Do it yourself. And
So,
I've got I'm going to wipe my lens off really quick, but I am obviously sitting in my husband's truck. I've got kids running around, the Jeeps, the four wheelers, the dogs are barking, but it's way going to be hot in this truck. So I've got the windows cracked a little bit. So if it gets too loud, just let me know and I'll roll up the windows and be hot for a minute. So I'm just glad that you guys, whatever. Hopefully, I can't see who's logging on and I can't see who's connecting. So I'm so sorry because I want to interact with you. But with on this, I cannot see. Amy can see, I think, on her end, but I can't see anything. So saying hello to everybody. Thank you for accepting me the way I am here today in the raw. And it just means that I am who I am. And that's the way I've always been. It's just me. Like it or leave it. Just nope. That's the way
I
it is.
love it. Yeah, exactly that. And we need to be tough at these times, and sometimes that's where we got to be tough. Is we talk a lot about boundaries and all of that kind of stuff, and it's not just boundaries with our children or boundaries of our house rules, but just for ourselves. Of like, I can't do this today, and it's okay to do that. And coming at a time where there's such chaos in the world, sometimes those boundaries really come out. But hopefully, you have the new time to be able to renew yourself, refresh your why, as we call it, and set new boundaries of, on days that you're having a bad day and that you don't feel good, things, your mojo's off and things aren't going right. What sets you off? If people are always pushing you and even on your bad days, they're not lifting you up, then you have to learn to confront that sometimes, or be appreciative of the ones that are like, you're having a bad day, let me do this for you, and allow them to help.
Yeah.
And so it feels really good to be able to interact like that. it's lit up on here. I can't even tell you all the names that are going by, but Sharon, I know, is in Australia and she's saying hello. Miss Caitlin Legg's on here saying hello. Sarah says she needs a Nope sweatshirt too. So Becky, you're the one that makes all the shirts and the hats. We might have to do a Nope line.
We might have to do that because right now we're all feeling that. We're just like, nope, nope. But to add to that, it's kind of like my attitude today also is nope. I'm not going to live in fear of what's going on around us. Yeah, we have to be cautious. Yeah, things are going on. We have to take extra precautions. But guys, this is not a time to panic and to be fearful. It's just not. It's like, just keep living your lives. Yes, be careful. And this is not the worst thing our nation has ever faced. It's not. Think about it. We went through the Depression. Maybe we didn't personally, obviously. We've been through depression. We've been through wars. We've been through bombings in our own territory. Like, seriously, guys, America is awesome. And when we stand together, we can't not be stopped. Like, seriously, I'm feeling so powerful today. I read a couple articles, and I won't go into that because it'll just be a political battle, and I'm not going to do that. But seriously, when we stand as a nation and we come together, and when we tribe up, right? Like, America can't be stopped, people. It's like, what are we doing right now to, what are you doing? Are you reading into all the hype? Are you getting scared by everything? Are you posting negative things on there? Are you posting pictures of the empty shelves? Why are you doing that? Yeah. Why are you doing that? You're causing more fear. Let's change our attitudes and our mindset, and let's start posting positive things every single day, all day long on our feeds, and change what is going through everybody's minds, because we will get through this. This will pass. It's going to leave just as fast as it left. Okay. As it came. And I don't know. What do you feel about it? I'm like feeling really good today. And I don't know if it's just because I've taken a step back and I'm like, this world is beautiful. Where I'm at right now, I mean, I can see the red sand dirt, I can see the red mountains. I can see normal mountains that are purple, that are snow capped. I've got sand dunes. I've got sagebrush, and I have my family around me. So take advantage of this time surrounded by your families and this time off. If any of you seen yesterday, I went live on my Nailed by Becky page, just talking about what can you do right now if we're not doing clients, if we've been banned from doing clients, if you're not at home, if your salons have closed, what can you do? And so if you watched my live yesterday, oh my gosh, is there so much stuff we can do? Like, it made me excited because we can go through our salons. We can totally clean them and do what you would say spring cleaning. Let's spring clean our salons. If you've always wanted to swatch those colors and you never had time to do it, now's your time. If you've wanted to do up a whole panel board of nail art that you can do as a client and price it out and put price tags on it, but you never have time because you're always doing clients, now's your time to do it. There are so many things you could do. You could be reaching out to your clients and updating all your client files, collecting their birth dates, their emails, their street addresses. What a great time to write personal notes and mail your clients some thank you cards. Thank you for always being loyal to me for all these years. I really appreciate that you trust me with your hands, your services, that, you continue to come to me and, just give them an uplifting note to get in the mail when they're feeling blue and down about all of this right now. Wouldn't that be great to get a little handwritten note in the mail? Gosh, there's so many things we can do. Yeah. How about even further out? You could sit down and figure out a business plan for the next year. Where do you want to be with your business in March of 2021? What do you want to do? Yeah. This is such a perfect time to reflect and focus on your business when you just haven't had that time because you're slaying nails every single day behind the desk.
Yep. There's so much I want to add to everything. You just covered like 15 topics in one thing. Yeah. One of the things that I wrote down to kind of bring on today that would remind me is we never have the time. We always say we wish we had more time. Well, now it's being given to you. I mean, it's not how you wanted to do it, but it's being given. And hopefully you're healthy during this time. I'm quarantined right now. I actually just got back from Becky's. We taught a 2-day class in St. George. And I'm not ill right now, but I also just was in 6 major airports. And so I want to make sure that I don't have something that I don't know of that to, contract out there. So I'm quarantined in my house right now, just taking care of me. So I too am not expecting this time off. I know you were, expecting to go camping this week. And,
Yeah.
now you have your unexpected week is happening next week where school's been canceled and all that. Me, I'm at home not when I was supposed to be home. I was supposed to be in South Carolina right now. I too am feeling like, oh my gosh, I have clients scheduled next week that I need to move because I'm quarantined right now, and not because I'm sick, because I feel good. So I have this energy inside me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel good. I have time. My plate was already clear. And so I'm like, what can I do now? And so I was like, okay, what are things that people should be doing? And I'm like, organizing, which you follow Masters Mindset Mondays or my pop-up live I did last week. And here I talked about clearing your chaos, and exactly like that, like getting your priorities, making 2020 the focus on you, which so many soulful coaches are out there going, you need to discover your authentic self and rediscover your why, that we only get one chance at this, and this is your time to shine. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so powerful. We all have that time. We have the time right now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's exciting. But one of the other things to add to your to-do list is obviously posting pictures, cropping them in properly, creating the content that you need to be able to schedule it to go out for the next few weeks so that when your schedule gets crazy again, it's already ready to go. I talked about later.com a couple weeks ago on here. I've been bumping old lives that I've done in Tech Talk lives that talk about what to do during your slow time. So those are all rebumped. Schedule them out, because this is what you've been wanting and asking me and Becky questions for almost daily. And now's the time to put it into action. Another thing that people do not do that you need to for every aspect of your business is ask people, since they have time, to write you a review. At this time, you are needing to rebuild your business from the ground up. If you've been closed for a week, some of those clients, yeah, they're going to reassess and they're going to say, I can't afford to get my nails done right now. My daughter was laid off of work today. And I mean, there's going to be a lot that goes on that's out of our control. What we can control is our mindset of what we're going to do next and continue to work for that future. What we need to do is, just like any business, when we have to rebuild, we need the before and after pictures of nails. We need your bio of who you are, updated pictures, updated information, updated links, make sure everything's working. Get reviews. Ask your clients, say, I need to rebuild this and I need your support. Could you please write me a review on my page? Then you screenshot that and you share it on all your other social medias, because it's so important for other people to see that. Your same clients are reviewing and reassessing what they want in their life. They might decide they don't want to go to the tech that they're currently going to. Maybe because of your reviews, they're going to start going to you when they get that chance. Everybody's reassessing right now. Am I spending my money where it really should be? This is your chance. I like you, Becky, I have this excitement that I can't really contain. I've been like this all day. A little bit of a caffeine high, I'll admit, but it really is just becoming, because there's sunshine. Across the street, I've lived in this house for 3 years. There's a barbecue with music, loud music going on across the street, and I'm loving it. I've never seen them do that. And I'm just like, families are coming together. People are coming together. That in 3 years, I've never seen that. And I'm just like, oh, I can hear their music. I can hear their laughter. And I'm like, this is what it's about. So it's not just business, but your business should give you that same energy. I love it.
So exciting. And that's like a godsend for me, because that's what I don't have time for, is to do a lot of content, guys. Oh my gosh, can you ever get content done on your photos on your phone? So when you go to like Canva or Photify, whatever you're using, do a bunch of content. And by content, we mean things that you can post on social media, on your Facebook, on your Instagram. So get a bunch of those done and save them in a certain album on your phone. So just label it content. And then you can go to those different scheduling apps. And when you schedule it on Instagram, it all automatically posts to Facebook, to your business page. So this is so huge, because I'm always dying for more hours in the day. So, I'm actually, to tell you the truth, I'm still working next week as of now, and I'm slammed next week. Now, by the end of this week, I might have people canceling because they're nervous. But I don't have more than 10 people in my salon at a time. And so I feel like whatever, it'll be the client's choice unless unless the state or whatever comes in, health department sends out an email saying, hey, you need to shut down, then we will. But right now it's still 10 or less people. So my salon should be totally fine. But I could schedule a whole month out. You guys,
Yeah.
there's so much we can be doing right now. And so, like you said, Amy, I am actually like, yes. And so if everyone cancels next week, yeah, it's really going to suck to not have that much, that less money coming in.
Yeah.
But guess what? We'll get through it. We can get through it, guys. It will be fine. But use this time. Be energized about it. Be happy that you can work on your business. I don't know about you, but I still haven't done my taxes. April 15th is creeping up pretty soon. I haven't sat down. And it takes me 2 full days at the kitchen table to even get them ready to take to the tax man. So I'm kind of like, dang, I hope my appointment's canceled next week because that would be perfect. But I'm not sad about all of this right now. I feel like it's a good thing. And like you said, it's time to be with your families, reach out, connect with them, call them on the phone, talk to them, tell them how much you love them, how much you care about them, spend time with them if you can.
Yeah.
Those that are afar, reach out to them, guys. This is so perfect. It's like the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is telling us, okay, it's time to get back down to the basics.
Yeah.
Get down to the basics and what is most important.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just knocking us down a little bit just to be like, to reevaluate and to decide, just think about that for a minute, really.
Yeah. I do, because I do Masters Mindset Mondays. In the beginning of this year, I had labeled my year to be called Spark, Ignite, and Shine. And that was getting you where your plate was clear, you were focused on your priorities, letting things go, setting boundaries, and planning your year. And I've been this focused, but I did not realize this was setting, like, what I was working on, actually what we've both been working on, because we've both been doing this, had no clue that something like this was going to happen. And what we've already laid the path for success during a time when, how do I want to say this? We did not know this was going to happen. We don't wish this upon anybody. But
No.
when you set yourself up financially to say, you know what, I'm not going to stress out. I've been planning this financial. I have, money in my savings account for cases like this. I have insurances. I have things lined up for when this happens. And we know this is temporary and whatnot. We just posted again today, like 42 Apple stores just reopened in China. Hospitals that were made for the coronavirus are now closed in China and across the world because there's not enough cases. This is going to end and hopefully rather quickly. But we have to listen to the rules, quarantine yourselves, pull you away, focus on the family, renew your why of what you want to do, and then go out there again. So little did we know that everything that we were already planning for this year, the guidelines and the videos that we've already done, go back and rewatch them, because I'm telling you, we help set you up. Every week I help set people up, and I can't even get the words out straight, because I'm telling you, it made me emotional when I was going through the topics that we've covered every week since January. If you followed them, you would have had your taxes done, Becky.
Well, I always wait till the last minute. So guess what?
And Becky, you would be happy that you have this time for self-care. You wouldn't be stressing right now. And so, we've been working on this, setting you up for success. And it's for success in moments like this where it's chaos out there, and your mindset can be clear when you're like, I was prepared. I did that. Well, and it's hard. Yeah.
You think about it, like what I said last year, my word for the year was fearless. And boy, I was determined, and I lived my year for intentions. I did some crazy things. I even ended the year with skydiving, okay? Because my theme for the year was fearless. And I can damn straight tell you, I was fearless in more ways than one, and it felt awesome. So this year I was just like, gosh, what do I want to do? So literally my words for this year was balance and organize. And now it just makes me laugh. Today I'm like, balance and organize. Wow. Okay, universe, I get it. It's just like, bam, there you go. What you gonna do with it? It's like, and it brings you back down. What's most important? I mean, yeah, our businesses are all going to be affected, but your families, your home, love,
Yeah.
like it, all that is going to remain.
Yeah.
And that's what's most important. So we can rebuild our businesses, we can rebuild our clientels, the economy will bounce back. All of that will be fine. It will be fine. It's just knocking us down to remember what is the most important things in our lives. And that's how I look at it. And it's a blessing. It's not a curse.
Yeah.
It can't get us down. It can't stop us because we're stronger than that.
Yeah.
And especially us women,
Mm-hmm.
sorry for any men that are on here, but we're pretty freaking powerful, and you cannot knock a woman down. I'm sorry, you just can't do it.
Yeah. Our
You get
mama
back up.
instinct comes out and then we just take care of things.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ruth
yeah,
says it's so lovely to have such an upbeat viewpoint in all of this gloom. Well stated. And thank you both for reminding everybody that there is a silver lining. Oh, absolutely. And when I see so many people posting this negative stuff and getting in onto this toilet paper kick and all of that kind of stuff, the only thing that it reminds me is that some of the reasons why people go into this is it's because of fear, right? They're
yes,
not setting
total
themselves
fear.
up for success. They get into this mode and it's, oh my gosh, maybe though, I always look at, maybe they were never trained. Maybe they didn't have the upbringing
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did not. Okay. But I changed. My daughter and my next generations of my family will have that mindset because
Yeah.
I broke free of what the tradition of my family was, of not preparing and not being financially stable, not choosing those priorities. And I love my family dearly, but it's not what they were trained either. They just keep following,
Yeah.
the generations that we had before of kind of their mindset. I don't have that mindset. I've broken free of that. And you too can do the same thing. And so like Ruth said on here, that positive viewpoint, we can choose what we surround ourselves with. And your Facebook can be the same way. I have unfriended people because I don't like what they post. When I go through my Facebook page, I'm telling you, I'm a part of the positive outlooks, the goal post, all of these things that uplift you. And you know why? Because that's what I wanted to reflect back to me as a daily reminder
Yeah.
of what my priorities. So if your Facebook is sending negative, it probably is a direct reflection of what you are putting out there because it has an algorithm that's naturally built in. The more positive you put out, the more positive comes back on your newsfeed. So I'm telling you, go through, delete some of those things that are negative, some of those things that you follow that put you in a different mindset, and go through and start liking the pages and following the people that are going to uplift you. So that when you have times like this where you do feel a little bit of that doom, you're not seeing pictures of empty aisles at the
Shelves. Yeah.
grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
My news feed is all positive, so
Yeah.
therefore I'm staying positive.
Yes.
So yeah, gotta.
Let's challenge everybody. Amy, I want to challenge everybody right now. Let's challenge everybody this week and next week. So every single day for the next 2 weeks, let's post one positive thing on our news feeds. All of us. How can we change social media if each one of us are posting something positive on there? Just a quick meme or a quick anything, like you can find them all over the place. Search them, Instagram, positive quotes, whatever. Let's do that every single day. I want you guys to commit to that. Raise your hand, put a little hand
Good.
emoji in the comments if you commit to that. I commit to that.
Yes. If
Let's
you
do
need,
it.
yeah, if you need help on what to post, go to my personal page. Multiple times a day, I share posts that
Yeah.
speak to me. And if you want to go on there and share those, go on there and find them and share them. It's an
Yeah.
easy place for you to find it. But remember that when you go to share it, go to the original form of it and like that page so it will continuously show up in your news feed as well. And then you can share it from there. But for beginning inspiration, it's on my page. You can go there and find it.
Yep. Yep. Easy to find. Let's just be the positive, not the negative in all this.
Yeah. So Deb is too. She actually is working on her taxes today
Good.
and more on her website, more onto taxes. So she's using this time, which Deb, I know that you're always like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. We talk, quite a bit. Well, guess what? You might have verbally put it out there, but the universe listened and now it's giving you time to be able
Yep.
to get that done. And guys, if your taxes are not done, Becky, I wish I would have known that when I was there this last week. I would have been pulling receipts for you.
Oh my goodness. You don't want to do that.
So if you guys need help with any of that, you know that not to do some little self-promoting right now, but I teach keeping profits in your pockets. And it's exactly for moments like this to do your books on a regular basis, know your costs so you can be profitable, how to save money for retirement. I even bring on special guests that is in the beauty industry that are accountants and people that help you set up for retirement so that when you have times like this, you can get through it. Or there's going to be a day that you're not going to want to work anymore. It's going to be your choice of how to get to the next step and get your taxes done in a timely manner as well. Jennifer says, you guys are glowing. It's so nice to have a fellow colleagues remind everybody of humanity. And you know what? I see that you're glowing. I see I'm on a caffeine high. So with that, Jennifer, it says, thank you so very much because, this is just who we are. We're in the real and in the raw right now, and we're just on here to do a live Q&A. So if you see that and we brighten you up now, like share that, allow this energy that we're giving to you to reflect who you are and get it out there. Share the authentic, real, raw side of you.
Yep. I love it.
I know. Lisa Williams is on here. She says, hi, girls.
Hi, Lisa.
Phoenix
Pal
Guys
from
and Susie in
Wyoming.
Moscow. Hello, guys.
Hi, Susie.
So Maria Ford put on here, she goes, hashtag positive challenge. So yes, Becky, that's what we'll do. So let's use that hashtag. Let's also use the TTW hashtag, and let's do that challenge where let's be that change. That's one of the words I say all the time, be the change, because it comes from Gandhi, where it's like, now I forget the original saying, because I always say be the change. And this is that time, reflect who you really are and be that change. Quit saying you're going to do it. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Let's do hashtag tribe nailtech also, because you guys are our tribe. We want positivity in our tribe. So show us if you're part of the tribe. So hashtag tribe nailtech. And put those in the comments so everyone knows those 3 for sure to post on your 2-week positivity challenge, because we've got this.
I'm writing it right now into the comments so that you guys can just copy and paste it. So Tribe Nail Tech, TTW, and Positivity Challenge. Let's make a difference with this. And I bet there's people that's not even in the nail industry that's going to catch onto this. Yeah. And they too are going to do it. And it's always fun to watch this ripple effect.
Perfect. I love it, guys. Thank you for being here and just sharing this with us. I love it.
Yeah. Dana Lynn's joining us too, and she goes, "Be the change that you want to see in this world." Yes. And that is the original quote. And so I had shortened it to just be the change. It's not even for the whole world. Be the change for my family. Be the change for everything. And it does have that ripple effect for the entire world. But you have to start somewhere, and it has to start with you. So be that. Embrace that.
Yeah. And I think another thing that really us as nail techs can do during this time, guys. Well, many of you have been put into our online workshops. You've paid for them, and some of you haven't even finished them. Some of you haven't even started them because you haven't had the time. Go back, find the groups of the nail classes that you've purchased from us, and start watching them. And if you have never taken an online class from us, I would challenge you right now. My nail art ones are 25% off for March Madness for more than one way, because I'm saying it is March. It's madness right now. So take advantage of it and take some classes. And then guess what? Sit down and put them on the swatches. Then by the time things get going again, you've got all this new nail art. You've got all this new nail knowledge. Maybe you want to learn how to do hard gel, the so gel nails, the genre technique. Oh my gosh, do we ever have so many workshops. And on the other website, on Amy's main one, we have multiple educators on there. So there's really no excuse. You can use this time to get more educated, because all these shows have been canceled. They've been postponed. They're not having these large group settings, but if you're still yearning for the knowledge and the education and something to learn, even if you, like you said, it's business classes, keeping profits in your pocket, whatever, we have all of that on the nailsource.biz
Yep.
website. And then mine is nailteched.com. And I've got all the tribe swag is 50% off. I've got some fun shirts on there, hats, whatever. Like, have some fun right now and use this time to pump up your nail business. Get you inspired, get you some new designs swatched out, because not only do you have the time to take the classes, but do you have the time to sit down and play and get them on swatches, so when they come back, they're going to be like, oh, wow, you can do all of these things. And then you can set some prices for them so that you don't even have to have that conversation and be like, well, let me see, how much extra is that? Because let's see, it took this much product and this much time. You're going to know, because you're going to do it on your tips, and you're going to know how much time it took you. And then you could price it out. And if you have questions on that, just message me and Amy, and we'll kind of help you. We'll be like, okay, how many products did you use? You know, we talk about that in our workshops. How much time did it take you? How much do you want to make an hour? Like, okay, so price it at this, you know, get other people's opinions. But also, this is a great time. Like, my business coach did a live the other day, and I thought this was pretty cool. So you can set up online coffee dates with people or whatever. If you don't drink coffee, grab a soda. But you can reach out to nail techs in the industry that it's like, maybe you've just really wanted to get to know that person, but maybe they're across the country from you, or maybe they're in your own state, and you can like send them a message and say, hey, you know, what's happening in your world? What are you doing? I'd like to get to know you. Kind of like Amy did to me probably 4 years ago. I'm trying to think how long it's been. She sent me a message and is like, hey, you just seem like my kind of people. Seems like we have the same values and the same likes, and we do nails similarly. And your style is kind of the same as me. Like, I would like to kind of team up with you, get to know you better, and network with you. And boom, it just went from there. We both became admins on a group, and then we created this other group, and now we're admins on this group. And now we're touring and doing 6 certification classes together. She's flown out to Utah twice now, or 3 times?
Well, 3 times, but one of it was to meet up so that we could go to nail camp together.
Yes, and also we met for the first time, I think, at the Utah Nail Show. That's the first time. You flew in, and you got in at like 1 a.m, didn't you? And it was the first time I'd met you. I opened the door. I'd been sleeping. We hugged, and we were both exhausted, and we plopped on our own bed, and we went to sleep. Never met each other in person before, and we were roommates for the night.
And, you know, with that, what attracted me to you was that your post kept coming up, and your artwork was similar to my artwork, and your shaping was similar to my shaping, and you were promoting, you know, Sojel, which I had heard of, but, you know, I hadn't used it at the time. And I honestly thought that you lived in Wyoming, and I was looking for other educators in Wyoming that I could team up with to create some play dates with. That was my original focus. Later on, did I find out that you were out of Utah, and I knew that that wasn't going to work out. But then I was like, I want to continue talking to her because she's my kind of people. And exactly that. If I would not have reached out, like Becky and our career and our support for each other behind the scenes has excelled since we have met each other. And I can tell you, part of this is because of Becky. My confidence, she's my rock. I've cried to her. I don't know how to do this. And it really has excelled from there. When I was there the other day, she was like, this is like best friend kind of talk. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, my husband and my kids are my best friends. So I'm like, oh, I have a friend. But really, it wasn't, I didn't contact her because I was stalking or, you know, anything like that. I do call it stalking, however. But if I would not have made that original contact to try to create something good for us nail techs in this area, we would not be where we are today. It would have taken us longer to get here probably, but I know that I wouldn't have the mindset that I do if I didn't surround myself with these people. And, you know, Becky's top on the list.
Well, and that's what's so important, Amy, is finding your tribe, surrounding yourself with other people that lift you up, that build you up, that are like you. And that's the whole movement behind my Tribe Nail Tech clothing line is I want nail techs to find their tribe, to find their people. Let go of the negative ones. There's tons of negative bite, what do you call that? Backbiting people in this nail industry. There are.
Fighting.
We don't have Biting backs. They bite your back.
That's why I just pictured all the, I'm a visual person, so I pictured all these people backbiting.
But isn't it true? I've met many. And I've heard some horror stories, and I don't want to be a part of that. And we don't have to be a part of that. You can let those people go. You can see the things they scroll on Facebook, and guess what? It's just that, scroll on by. You don't have to comment. You don't have to add to their negativity, to their drama. Scroll on by. Scroll on by and choose to surround yourself with people that build you up, that lift you up, that want to help you be better. Because Amy helps me be better every day. Like, I can't even, I'm going to get emotional.
No,
I can't tell you what she does for me.
Becky, no.
Yeah, she's, I've been so busy since January. She's come in. I paid somebody a lot of money to help me get my website going. And then it was pretty much useless still. And she came and she said, and we were both sick that week. It was the week that we launched my new location. And we were both so sick. And she still sat there and she worked on my website and she got it functionable. We got everything on there. We had to, it couldn't even accept credit cards. She did all of that and she didn't know how to do it. A lot of it, she just YouTubed it, Googled it, whatever. And she got it all worked out for me and continued to work on it once she went back to Wyoming. And, then when she come out here, she came out Wednesday and I had to work all day Thursday and part of the day Friday. And our classes weren't here until Saturday and Sunday. We did the 6 certification class in St. George, like she said before. And I said, she goes, well, I want to come to work with you. And I'm like, I work all day Thursday. You're going to be so bored. And, she comes and it's like, what can I do? She starts dusting. She's doing all these things and getting all these things ready. And she did so many things for me. And it's like, though, that's what you guys need, is you need to find those people that, they don't feel like they're in competition with you. It's together we rise. The more we join together and help each other and network together, we become better. And she's my people. And you got to find your people and find your tribe, and tribe nailtech, tribe up so you can slay every single day. And just feel good, feel happy, be uplifted. And I cry to her. I message her sometimes and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. Like this and this is happening. And then the next time she's doing the same to me. And, before she left, she was kind of down and she was, crying and, she wanted to see her husband and she might not see him clear till June or July or August or maybe even October now because of this stupid thing going on, because he's gone getting basic training. But you know what? And it's just like, I've got you. It's like, I told her, I'm like, you can come out here. You can come stay in a month or two, whatever you need to do. So find your people, because it means so much. And we can be here for each other. We can be.
We talk about online dating. I never had understood that. And I've mentioned this so many times, but it's because it's constantly, refreshed to me, is that you really can make with people online and all of that. You really can, but you have to know what you want and then go seek it. And Becky, thanks for that. I cried a lot a couple days ago because I'm not supposed to be home right now. I'm supposed to be at my husband's graduation, and they're on a lockdown for another 60 days. He's already been gone since January, which puts him later to his AIT, which now doesn't get him home until August or September. And this is real life, and some of you are ill, and we all have something. We all have something we're dealing with. And so we all have to regroup and refresh our why and know that we have purpose. What is it? Like we said earlier, be that change. Don't live life. I could still be crying in my bedroom and still be depressed. And I'm choosing to go, you know what? No, my husband is safe. I know that he loves me. I know my family loves me. I know my family is safe. I have contacted them. Everybody, always knows how I feel about them because I can't hold that in. And Becky, it's one of those things, again, it's not always blood. But God, these bonds that we have can be stronger than any family bond. And thanks for always inviting me to be a part of that. And you know what? Here's the thing. Becky could have held all of that in. I did not know she was having problems with her website. I didn't know that she, needed help on certain things. But because we sometimes have to be vulnerable and we have to reach out and ask for help, or your closest friends, you don't even have to ask for help. You state it, they will automatically see what needs to be done, and they just come in and help pick up those pieces. We do it naturally because we want each other to succeed, because it's not a competition. It really is wanting to help. And so it doesn't come from any other source than love. And so be that change and help other people, but allow them to help you, and be vulnerable to say, you know what? I need help. And yeah, I didn't have the answers, but I sought it. I went out to get it because I had the time. I wanted to help. And I've done that with many people. I have 3 one-to-ones scheduled this week and 1 for next week, all scheduled since yesterday, because they've reached out and said, you know what? I have the time right now. I've been wanting to do this. I've been in your workshop. You said that you would offer some one-to-ones. Can I do it? And I'm like, yeah. So sometimes we don't know because we're scared to ask for help, but ask for help from people who are truly going to do it unselfishly. And it's okay. You know the feeling I get when I'm used? Like, use me, use it. And unless we voice out what we need help with, even if you post in the group, I know Gail's tried to do some mentorship meetups. She's made many posts on it and gone live on it, wanting people to team up together to be able to help each other. You never know what kind of friendship it's going to turn into. It's life-changing.
It really is. What kind of comments do we have coming up in the feed?
I know. So Sarah says so today we got notifications. So Becky and I are part of the NailCap education team behind the scenes, and they did change the dates of that into August 7th and 8th or something like that. Now, August 1st and 2nd, we are committed to going to Montana and teaching a 6 certs class. So we'll see how we can work this out. But NailCap has moved.
12th. I think it's 9th through 12th, isn't it? Because I was thinking maybe right before my kids start school.
Yeah. So I messaged Becky earlier and I'm like, hey, should we take 6 certs to Nail Camp? Should we do this and add more to our plate? We already kind of scheduled out our year. So Sarah, we're not sure, but I can tell you we're working on it.
It'll be depends on if Jess, if it'll work out with the scheduling, because we would like to do our 6 certifications at Nail Camp, but that would cover 2 full days. So we're just not sure schedule wise how that would tie in with Jessica's scheduling and stuff like that with camp. Yeah. But if not, we will be in northern Utah, hopefully in April if all this blows over. And then, like she said, in Montana, the first part of August. So if that's somewhere where you could fly into and do, we would love to host it, or, have you come. And, we might even be looking at if there is salons out there that can host 10 to 15 people and would love to host us. Like I said, we need a place that is big enough to host it. Amy and I would be more than happy to consider coming to a place like that. And if it's feasible and we have enough nail techs to cover the cost of us traveling to you, and you want to set that up, message us, because we would consider any offers like that. So let us know, because we had a great success. And I don't know if you guys know it, but we did do it virtually also at the same time. We had many nail techs joining us virtually, and we interacted with them. When Amy was teaching, I had the phone, was answering comments. We went back in later, vice versa. It was pretty cool. I think it was awesome. So there's also that option, and you could actually take it right now if you wanted to take it virtually. We can add you in that group, because like I said, we just did it Saturday and Sunday, and like all of our online classes, we can add you to it, and we still interact. We still critique your work, talk to you. We don't just leave you hanging and send you a video. So that's always an option. But
yeah. And actually, that's how we're going to northern Utah, is that a tech reached out to us, Jessica Lloyd, and she found a school that was willing to host it so that we could do it. We went through the cost of what it would be for travel, put out a price, and that's what we're doing. So our goal this year was to travel more and be able to teach like this to people who can't always travel. We know that some of the the cruises and stuff like that are so expensive. And especially times like this year, what's going on, we're kind of a little fearful to travel. And so being able to get it virtually or being able to, attend classes more in your area where it's safe, it's there. There's lots of us out there that are doing exactly this. It was just our main goal for Becky and I this year to be able to do the 6 certs class. And man, what we already got. I don't know if you saw it, Becky. I think you did. There was somebody that learned your gel class and then took one of the nail art portions that I taught and combined it onto some nails, and she reposted it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I was like holding my phone going, like,
and
I
they looked
loved
beautiful. Yes, they looked beautiful. She did the hard gel, gel on her nails, and then she did I seen the flower nail art on yours, Denise Miller, and I don't know if she's in this group yet because she's new. She's a newer tech also, isn't she? Didn't they just say that they graduated recently? And those nails were beautiful, and that just was like, yes, I love it. I love it when you teach something and you get the feedback that it's like, this product is amazing. And it's like, I told you, girl, like, it just makes you feel so good when you can they walk away with this aha moment and the light bulb goes off and they're just like, Shazam.
I love it. So Julia says, my beacons, you are both real and vulnerable, honest and passionate. And absolutely, Julia, you're right there too. Jennifer says, again, inspirational. You guys are a rare gem. You know what it is? I think we all have this, but we're too scared to share it.
Yeah.
Even if you're a new nail tech, I interview people almost every week with Tech Talk Live for the last couple of years. And it's amazing to me that the top educators out there, the top people that we see that have the following, have the passion, and they're sharing it, have the same vulnerability that we do as or did as a brand new tech. And I love making those connections to let you know that sometimes the feeling and the insecurities and the lack of confidence you have is real. We all deal with it on a daily basis, despite how much of an expert we are or whatnot. And that it takes us pulling together as a tribe to be able to get to the next level. And I love it.
We all feel that. And do Amy and I get a little nervous every time we go live? Yep, our stomach kind of creeps up there and it's like, okay, but then we get on here and then it's just like we do our thing. And I can tell you 3-4 years ago, this wasn't, the first time I ever went live, I was like, blah, 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 you know what I mean? And I just thought, and I'm telling you guys, do things in your fear. Just do it. And I promise you will blossom. You will just start growing. And when you get the feedback, like that we get feedback from you guys, that's what fills our cup. That builds our confidence. It makes us want to do more, be better, and strive every day to just be better. And that will happen for you too. You can do it. Look at Miss Gail. She's all of a sudden been going live on our group so much. And she's doing these amazing little things. And she did, while we were busy the other day, she did a pop-up Q&A, and we were like, dude, did you see what Gail did? She did a pop-up Q&A. What the crap?
I messaged her and I told her I was so proud of her, and she was so nervous. And afterwards, she's like, Amy, you always talk about that high. And she goes, I have it. And I go, I know it's because you did it and you shared it. And just like today, you messaged me, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. There's no topic. We're just going to go live and answer questions. And we don't know, is it going to put us into something where we don't know the answer? But the thing is we're here just to answer any questions. Yeah. Speaking of questions, hey, Sharon is on here. Sharon's from Australia, our Sharon, our sweet Sharon. She says, Becky, is there any chance that you can get an iron-on tribe transfers so us in Australia can get your items without the cost of the postage with our terrible dollar exchange? What a great idea. Sharon, seriously, Becky and I were just talking about the cost of postage is so expensive internationally. Excellent idea.
Okay, I can do that. I did send one to Julia once because she had her own little apron that had little ruffles on it, and she wanted the tribe logo on it. And so I did do that for her. Only thing I worry about, it's like, if you get it and then you don't iron it on right at the right temperature, this and that, and every material is different. So that's the only thing you'd have to be aware of. It's like but I did send it to Julia and I never got any feedback from her if she put it on her apron or if it worked for her or whatever. But I can definitely think about doing that, because sure, it's a lot cheaper to send an envelope of just the, the transfer, and then you guys could put that on your own, whatever, any kind of apparel you want. So that's a great idea, Sharon. I will look into
Brilliant.
that. And then if that's the fact, I could get a bunch of them weeded and then maybe I can put that on the website. So look for that. And, that's a great idea. Thank you so much for mentioning that, because I do want to, it's so expensive. I've shipped many things to Australia and to the UK. And oh yeah, it can be $25 to $50 just for us to ship that to you. And so that's ridiculous. So thank you. That's a great idea. I will look into that for sure. Thank you.
I love it. And the very next comment, which I know was posted a while ago, is like perfect for this moment. Patty says on here, I love my nail tribe. I'm laying on the couch right now recovering from emergency gallbladder surgery. And for that, Patty, I hope that you are healing. And
Yes.
I have had that 3 years ago. And like I said, we all have something that we're going through, right? So we have to surround ourselves with the people that can build us up. Like Sharon, inspire us, give us ideas, share it unselfishly, just be you. Love it.
That's awesome.
Yes. Gail is watching and she does say, hey, ladies. Cheryl says, okay, I have new contacts. You guys see that I'm not wearing glasses today, and I can look at my screen without going like this. So I have new contacts, but they're giving me a little 3D effect. So actually they're sending me a new contact. So it says, I wish I was like that in Australia. So I think it was supposed to be it. It seems nail techs are all bitchy and competitive there, and they're a handful who support each other, and I'm so grateful to call them friends. Yes, so Cheryl, they are out there. And you know what? Let them be in their own lane. And you know what? You're going to surpass them so fast, and you're going to be in the fast track and way ahead of them, because you are... we need to leave those people behind. And I guess, man, the analogy just comes there again about being in your own lane. Let them be in the slow lane, pass them on the left, and wave as you go by. Give a little bit of positivity, blow them a kiss. Do not flip them off. Do not go to their level.
Bye-bye, Felicia.
Yes, just wave and keep going and surround yourself with the people that are there. And Cheryl's admin with me on my master's mindset, and she posts some of the most phenomenal posts in there. And so I know she's in that mindset. I know that she's getting there. And I love it.
Like I said, just scroll on by. They're not your tribe. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to say anything back to them. Let them be them. Let them be negative. Usually it's people that are hurt. Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah,
they just do. And so you never know what's going on in their world that has been hurt, how they've been hurt in their lives, what kind of challenges they're facing, and that's usually what it is. And so don't feed into the negativity and don't make it worse. And you don't need to say anything to them. Just scroll on by, walk on by. They're not your tribe, and it's okay. Find a new tribe and set the example and be the beacon, be the leader in your industry over there. You can change. You can change the industry where you're at. You just have to be the positive leader, and you can do it.
Becky, that's why I reached out 2 years ago. It's because I was going to create something that followed along my vision, and you guys can all do that. I know a lot of you guys a year ago when we were really talking about this a lot, because Becky did set up a lot of the meetings. I set up a lot of meetings in my area, and I know a lot of you that watched that live that you and I did followed the same thing, and they were like, I did this. I remember when Gail met up with Brenda LaBeouf, they traveled to each other to see each other. I know Sarah Maroney went to Anita Hug Jones and they met up. I mean, this happens. It's here, and people want to do this. You just have to find the ones that are there. Dana Lynn says we all have something. It's finding who and what to help push us through. Yes. And you know what? We have to ask sometimes. So sometimes, let's talk about that fast lane. Sometimes you don't know how to drive it. It's out of control for you. Get in my car with me, be my passenger, and come along with me. I can help guide you. Becky can help guide you to where you need to be. But at some point in time, you're going to have to reach out and ask for some help, because we don't know that you need it. Julia, your message is making me very emotional. I've read past it a couple times, and I just want to put it out there. And the reason why is because I want people to send out some prayers. If you have faith, this is your time to pray. Julia's husband is in the hospital. He's been there for a while. He's in lockdown, and which means that there is no visitors for him. Could you imagine the mindset that you are in a hospital? This is not always the safest place. Obviously, can't have visitors. She said, we are her strength. And Julia, thank you for being in with this tribe and this group and sharing that. And so let the prayer warriors come out and send those prayers to Julia and her husband, because I could not imagine being in that situation. Like that would be very difficult. I know Dana Lynn's daughter is going through chemo right now, and her trying to protect her tribe and her family. And, like, and another one, Phyllis, we all do have something. Yes, we all have something that we are dealing with, whether it's spiritually, emotionally. For me, it's my physical health and all of that. My mental part is there. So my best way and encouragement is to use my voice, because I'm not always going to be able to do hands-on for somebody. Use your superpowers, discover what it is, and share it. And you guys know for the last few years, that's all I've said is my biggest strength right now is what I can share with my voice. That's it. Right. We all have something. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sarah says sometimes you have to be strong enough to ask for help. And I'm telling you, sometimes that first step, that's the biggest one. They always say the first step is the biggest leap. It might be into the mud puddle. You might be drowning in and over your head, but you know what? Somebody's going to be there with your hand out, and it might be the most unexpected person. It might be somebody online. Sometimes what I have found when I did a move, the friends that I thought were still going to continue to keep in touch weren't those ones. It was some of the ones that were coming through the town that were traveling through saying, can I stop and see you? That I was like, wow, I never knew that I would be somebody they would want to stop and see. Sometimes it's unexpected are the ones that's going to help pull you out.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, Cheryl says, I wish that you could come to Australia in the future. Cheryl, we just have to put the numbers together. Flights are pretty cheap right now. Yeah. Okay, Cheryl says, is there a kit that you guys have for people in the online courses? Yes, some of those courses do come with kits. It's an additional fee on some of them, because some of our courses are like $35, because we keep the price to where it's affordable. And then there's additional kits. What's great, though, is that Becky and I team up with a lot of companies, and we get these promo codes that are like rocking more than what you can get on their sales. And so with that, we always share the promo codes into those workshops as well. So then you can order what you need, because sometimes in a kit, you already have some of those items. Right. And we are tech for tech. We want you to be profitable. So we keep our costs low. So then you can use those promo codes to get what you actually need, not just another pH bond that maybe you already have.
Right. And sometimes, so like the Sogel, when I teach the Sogel class, I can give you my promo code and where to order it if you want to have the kit with you while you're doing the class. But like our nail art classes, it's like it's mostly like what you have hands-on to use. You have the supplies for the nail art kits in your own salons. So yeah. We're like, hey, you can use this, or this to get this design. And so not pretty much most of our classes don't even really have to have a kit, if that makes sense. So yeah. That's what's so great about it. Obviously there are some that do, and like she said, we give you promo codes and yeah. People are like, can I order this ahead of time? Yes, you can. So anyways, yeah.
And Becky and I have both been with companies where we had to be exclusive to them. And in our past, we've had to break free from that and stay independent. So we are with companies that allow us to stay independent, because we really are techs for the techs. We want to see you be successful. So we're not about selling and promoting for one company. We're there to say, you know what, this company has it on sale right now. Here's the promo code. There's free shipping. We really are there for you. So one of the greatest things about where we are in our career right now is that we've both have been through the ringer, kind of, where we had to like promote only for that company. We were kind of in trouble for being real and being honest, saying, hey, you don't need to have that. You can use this. We broke free from that a few years back, both of us have. And so we get to share what we use and how we do it. And sometimes it's the dollar store stuff. Sometimes it's worth investing in the good stuff. But yeah, exactly that. Okay, Sharon says, one goal this year is for me to do the Sojel course. So when you get back, Becky, I need to organize a kit and a course, please. So those are available on her website. You can get in there now and start the classes now, and then use her promo code to just order what you need. So once again, it's not about those kids. This was posted a little while ago, so I think we just answered that question. Don Gunarich, I have a sticky note here with your name on it, and to tag you in a few videos. And I did actually go through and find them, but I was out of town, and so I am going to get back to you. So just know you're on my to-do list. And then let's see, Julia says, oh no, she's sorry. They were pressed from a friend with equipment, and so they must be working on the tribe stuff that you sent to her.
Good, as long as it works. That's my only worry, because it's not easy sometimes. I mean, you've got to have your press at a right temperature and all that. So I guess if I could search and find different instructions for different types of fabric, so it might take me some little time to make sure that, because I would hate someone to get it and then you didn't, get the right temperature and stuff, and then it comes off in the wash. But I love that idea.
Yeah, perfect. Well, Becky, I'm going to go live, I don't know, again here in a little bit, but I know that you were a little bit limited on time. So do you want to continue answering some questions, or do I need to let you go yet?
If there's any more questions, I guess I could probably take about 10 more minutes. Okay. Obviously, if those of you that are catching this late, I am camping. I'm in full camp mode with the hat on, no makeup. I'm sitting in my husband's truck. I'm out in nature for the rest of this week, and it's pretty awesome. So thank you for putting up with my lovely face.
Seriously, I agree with whoever said that I think it was Jennifer, that you're just glowing. Like, I love it. Yeah.
It's the dirt.
Yeah, so true. So we're caught up. I mean, there's stuff and prayers and stuff like that we sent out for Julia. So, so here were some topics that I wrote down just in case there wasn't a whole lot on there. One, things to do on social media. Since we're on our phones, let's be productive and not just go and scroll through on everything. One of the main things that I want you to do, kind of let's put it into the challenge. So we already put in the comments earlier that we're going to use the hashtag TTW. We're going to use hashtag Tribe Nail Tech, and we're going to use the hashtag positive challenge. I want you, yes, you, no matter what you look like, if you've been camping or have your makeup on and the hair done like I am today, take a picture of yourself, and I want you to send a thank you to your clients, and not on Facebook. You can put it on your main page. I want you to send a personal message to your clients with a picture of you looking at the camera, and I want you to do a detailed thank you to every single one of your clients. Even if it was one that came to you at the holidays that you haven't seen, say thank you. Thank you for supporting a small business. Thank you for supporting and choosing me to be your nail tech. And I just want you to know that through this hard time, I'm thinking of you as well. May you continue to be well, and I look forward to continuing these services with you in the future. This is your time to stop and say personalized thank yous. We talked about putting them in the mail. This is another way of doing it. We have all of our clients' phone numbers. We have, we know how to contact them either through Facebook, whatever. You can put it on your Facebook feed, but not everybody's going to see it. Yeah. Do the challenge and say thank you. Thank you for choosing me. Put that out there.
And like I said, even if you want to go a step further, which I think is so personal and nobody does this anymore, and I still do it when I get a new client, send out a thank you card.
I put thank you cards in the planner that we did this year for you guys to do. If you can't
go to the store, you can order them off Amazon. Order a bunch of cards, get them on the 2-day Prime. You should all, if you have done your client cards like you're supposed to, when a client comes in, gathering their information, their phone number, their mailing address, all that. If not, reach out to them, text them and say, hey, can I get your mailing address? They don't need to know why. Get your thank you card and personally write them a note and send it in the mail, because that will mean so much maybe they're going through a really depressing time right now, and that would just brighten their day. So do it.
Yep. And we talked about in the beginning of this, ask them for reviews. Ask some of your top clients, say, you know what, I have time right now and I'm rebuilding my website, my Facebook page, my Instagram.
Portfolio.
And I was wondering if you would take a moment of your time to send me a review. They have the time right now. And you know what, even if they don't have the time and they've not done a review and they want to, they're going to be like, I never even thought about it. Yes, I want to send you a review. So
yeah, because even if they just text it to you, you can still screenshot that and share it on your social media. Mm-hmm. So better yet, if they would do a self video of them talking, just throw out some questions like, can you just do, you know, if you want to go to the extreme and do a little video of me, and then you could splice a bunch of videos together and run that on the social media. Just ask them for permission. Hey, you know, if you want to go to the extreme, if you want to text it, fine. If you want to do a video, fine. And if you don't mind that I share it on my social media. Some of them are going to say no, some of them aren't going to want to, and that's fine. But that would be really kind of cool to do a video and then post that on your social media. And like you said, just think of all the ways you can boost your business right now.
Yes. And I'm going to go live because I want it in a separate live. So Becky, if you want to join me, and you can, but I'm going to talk about side hustles because so many of us have kept one income stream. And when that one income stream gets put down, we don't have another source. So I want a whole live just on that. So I'm going to go live again, talking about side hustles and, you know, different things like that. Let's see. Another thing you could do is go back to the holidays when you were at your busiest point, and you can re-message some of those people and don't sell to them. This is a time of reflection to say thank you. And I really enjoyed the conversation that we had. And I was thinking about you, you know, what's the follow-up of whatever, and start engaging authentically with those people again to let them know. Because when the time comes that if you are shut down and you have to reopen, when they need their nails done again for another event, another holiday, isn't that going to kind of a little bit make them choose you again? Is because of the extra thing. Nobody else is doing that. It's your time to portray it out there like that. So go back to your busiest time and re-message some of those people or send them a card. Do not sell to them. People are tired of being sold to. They want realness. And then they're willing to pay extra because they want that. So it's not about the discounts. People really are spending a little bit more to get the quality and the value that they want, and be surrounded with good people. Prove to them that you're the good people, and they're going to naturally choose you back.
Yep. Let them get to know you.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing that I had on here was, it was funny. It was about toilet paper. So, you know that apparently toilet paper has been a crazy, crazy thing. Thank goodness we still have some in our home. But you can't obviously get it. And so I did some research about toilet paper because I was told all toilet paper must be made in China. No, actually it's not. And so this really pertains more to the US techs. But you know, when people start reassessing everything, they did this years and years ago when we were in the recession. They started supporting more local. They started finding out where their money was best well spent. And I think that truly is what's happening right now. People are reassessing and going, okay, so when I order in the future, where am I going to order from? I'm going to make sure that I buy products that are made in your country so you can support your country, because sometimes the products we're not able to get is because they're only made in one area. For instance, last year, you guys know every week I go get an infusion. I have for the last 2 years. And so there was an international shortage of saline bags. I could not go get my infusions because they didn't have the bags to put the chemicals in that I need. Okay, why is there only one place in the entire world that has this? How come nobody else is picking this up? And sometimes they don't realize that there's going to be a shortage at some time. We have a shortage of toilet paper. It's not all made in China. Guys, there are 3 places in the United States that make toilet paper. Let's support them. Let's purchase when it comes back on the shelves. Let's support the ones that are made locally. So just to give you a heads up, first of all, toilet paper is made out of virgin pulp from trees and recycled paper. And they're all from US and Canada. There is Kimberly Clark, which makes toilet paper in Texas, Procter and Gamble, who makes toilet paper in Ohio, and Georgia Pacific, who makes toilet paper in Georgia. Now, are we not going to find these companies and start supporting them because they would be our local places? If our local places were able to be supported all the time, we might not have the shortage because we're not having to wait for it to be shipped from another place. Now, I know that like Sharon and you guys are in Australia, there might not be a local toilet paper supply company. So like I said, this is a selected thing, but there are businesses that in your area that thrive only because of local buyers. And so just remember that when you are making your purchases and reassessing yourself, would this have really happened if we would have supported our local a little bit more? And there are local companies on Amazon and all of that. So remember that. However, Amazon, I think earlier shipped that they stopped all domestic shipping at this time. It was something released today. So again, it's almost like the universe is forcing you to reassess, buy local, support local, thank the local people that work hard. And yeah, we might have to pay a little bit more for them, but look at the quality that's going to come out of that. Look at the friendships that you're going to build out of that from supporting local. Love it. Okay. That was kind of all the notes that I had, Becky, on there. And then online, we just have lots more hellos that are joining on. So Cheryl says that she's actually chatted with one of her clients who also has a small business to make things like gift bags and wedding packages. So they're already setting in for what they're going to do for the future. So I really love that. And then, yep. So Cheryl, the same thing. You did say that in Australia, your toilet paper is made locally there. Support those local ones for some of those needs. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, I love the comments. And then Darcy is on here. She says, I want to give my clients an experience, not just a service for their money. She goes, I love my ladies. And that's so true. That's why they continue to choose you, is because of that quality, that authentic you, that you're being real and you know your stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so we're caught up on all of that. And as you're watching this on replay, if you have any questions, you know that you can tag Becky and I, and it will send us in notifications, or you can private message us, and we can get back to you on some ideas or classes, whatever it is that you want to do. You have the time right now. So
you have the time. And let's mention, we do have the free 7-day Jumpstart Your Nail Business. If you search for that, search for Jumpstart Your Nail Business. It's a free 7-day, so you could watch all the videos today if you wanted. You don't have to do it in 7 days. Different topics. That's free, guys. We did that group for free, which leads into Vivify Your Nail Business, which is a 21-day boot camp. That is a fee on that one. But join the 7-day, what is it? Jumpstart Your Nail Business. Yes, Jumpstart Your Nail Business. That's free, guys. That's something you can go in and just get inspired by and watch the videos on that. We went live together every day on that one, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we started last October. So yeah. I'm putting in the comments right now. It's free. So it's actually labeled Jumpstart Your Nail Business. So if you search that, it will ask you questions, or maybe to leave your email address or something in the beginning. I don't recall. And then we'll get on there and preview in there.
Yeah. So do that, guys. Get inspired.
Oh my gosh, Becky, I wish you could see the comments right now. Gail, you crack me up. I said in here that anything goes, and I talked about joining us for laughter and mindset. And oh my gosh, Gail says, so can we talk about hemorrhoids in preparation age?
No.
Not in this.
No. Nope. Not today, Satan.
I bet when she typed that out, she was laughing so hard.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh,
leave it to Gail. I love you, Gail.
So I'm going to leave this live at that. And guys, you guys can join me in a little bit. I'm going to go live again talking about side hustles and getting yourself multiple ways of I can't even talk right now, of money coming in, so that when one thing breaks down, you can resource to something else. But oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Becky, thanks for joining us away from your camp and your family to come on live and be positive and raw and real with us. And I love it.
I love it. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Hang in there. We got this.
So, Becky, there's something that has become a tradition with you and I for months now, every time we go live. And it's funny because there's actually a little bit of a delay, and we think we're saying it together, but we're not. And so it makes it even funnier. But I really think that right now is that moment where we can end this with the same thing, and it ties into what we always talk about. So what do you think? You wanna share it?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Okay, ready? Tribe
Drive
up
up and
and
slay
slay
your
your day.
day.
Thank you guys so very much.
Love you.